Or they try to.
Hi, welcome to the segment of Pittsburgh Business Virgin. My name is Brad Hilbert, president of Three Rivers Wealth Management Group and host of the wonderful Pittsburgh Business Virgin. And as usual, much too often, my co-host for this segment is Nick Cortazzo. And we're really happy today to have Dr. Brad Todaro of Allegheny Advanced Chiropractic here. And for all the ladies out there watching this, you're going to want to wait and stay for segment 5 because Brad, who is a avid workout junkie and personal trainer, is going to be taking his shirt off
and then Brad
for the audience. And you're going to want to stay
it's
for
kind of like
this.
before and after shot.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
taking donations.
Yeah, we're taking donation and send your tips, ladies, right to Allegheny Advanced Chiropractic in Water Plaza. But all joking aside, we're here with Dr. Brad. And I think Nick's going to go through a little bit of your background, and we're going to talk about how you've been able to run such a wonderful business.
I guess that's to me then.
Yeah, that's
Brad.
to you,
All
Nick.
right. He wanted to bring it in, but then
Yeah.
he handed it off pretty quick. But hey, Brad, owner, president, Allegheny Advanced Chiropractic, like Brad Hilbert had mentioned. Brad is a Marine. Started right out of school, 17
Always a
years
Marine.
old. Once a Marine, always a Marine. 4 years before he got out of the service, went to CCAC.
17 years old, you were in the Marine Corps, too.
I was one of the youngest guys there, yes, in boot
Interesting.
camp, and the drill instructors were well aware of that and watching me constantly.
Yeah. Then after CCAC, went to La Roche College, the New York Chiropractic, before he
Lake
began
Geneva.
in the career. Currently, he's out of Waterdam Plaza in McMurray, as mentioned by Brad. And welcome, Mr. Todaro, Dr. Todaro. As we get started here today, give us a little background about how you got started and kind of why you chose physical therapy and how do you got to really bring us up to speed of where you are now.
Okay, well, thanks for having me out here. Appreciate you guys inviting me and thinking of me. But as far as me getting started, I guess when I was about 19 or 20 years old, I was working out, actually, in a gym between classes at CCAC and started working out at lunchtime on a pretty regular basis with another chiropractor. And he was on his lunch break, and we would do similar workouts, so we started to talk to each other, and he would let me know what his thoughts were on health and wellness, and that kind of stimulated me, and I got to watch his office. He let me come and shadow him, and that's when I said, this is what I want to do. Turns out I was taking some of the right prerequisites already, in biology major, so I continued in with that and went to La Roche for some other classes I couldn't get at CCAC. All the prerequisites are the same things you'd find at medical school. You have to use the same prerequisites to get into chiropractic school.
The things that I know nothing about.
Well,
Interesting stuff, though. Interesting
Yeah,
stuff.
good,
Actually, just as a side note, my wife, my beautiful wife, and
She's in the
partner-
room.
Yeah, she's in the room. Christy, I actually went up to New York Chiropractic because at one time she was thinking about becoming a chiropractor,
that's right. That's right.
which she probably thinks now she should have and met some doctor and rode off into the sunset, but instead she lives in a world of
Tangent
hell
for this minute.
with me.
Digging a hole, digging a hole.
But beautiful school. Why'd you pick there? Because I mean I think that and Palmer are really the two leading ones, right?
I actually picked New York Chiropractic over a few other ones I looked at on the East Coast. One, because of the way they treated me when I went there as a student. They did a great job showing me around the place and making me feel welcome
I
there.
agree. The tour
That-
was excellent.
That makes a difference. And the other major reason was their school is on par with the medical community in the surrounding area. As interns, we had the opportunity to go to local hospitals as well as several naval hospitals, Bethesda, Maryland, and Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, with the medical students and do rounds there, which I don't think there's any other chiropractic
Where'd you do
schools that
rounds?
do that. I actually stayed local in the area. I chose not to go to the naval hospitals, but we did rounds in the Finger Lakes region of New York, the local hospitals.
Beautiful up there.
Very nice area, and to me that meant that we were on par with with current science research and the newest things out there, and that's what I decided I wanted to go with.
Now, we were talking before we got going today. You actually started out working for a doc in the North Hills, and then you progressed and went and worked for a doc in the South Hills.
Bethel Park. Yeah. Bethel Park.
Of Pittsburgh. And we were kind of talking, there was some things that you liked, some things you didn't like. Kind of go into that and get us to where you're now, the president and the main poobah for your own shop.
Well, I met a chiropractor in the North Hills when I was a student, and she let me come shadow her office, and some of it was required things as a student to get shadowing hours in. And fortunately for me at the time, I was coming out of school and I needed somewhere to work. And she was, because I'd done so much shadowing work there, she hired me right away to get started with her. And unfortunately, it was just not the right kind of office for me. I wasn't too thrilled with the way they ran their office. And the best thing I got out of that setup was figuring out what I didn't like in the field. There's a lot of different chiropractic techniques.
I always say that. We certainly learn a lot from good leaders. As I tell people, you'll learn far more from a bad leader.
Yeah.
And it's sad to say that, but it's true. You know what you don't want to be and you don't want to do.
That matters. It's good to find out the other end of things as well, when you're especially on your road to becoming effective as a leader, to find out what doesn't work.
Now, the guy that you ended up going to work for in the South Hills, you actually found a guy that wanted to get rid of that branch, right, of his overall.
Eventually, yeah. He had a very successful office and still does, and had opened up several other smaller offices and was looking for young doctors like myself to run these offices for him while he concentrated on his main office, and with the intent of eventually selling them someday. And
awesome.
that's what I was able to do. He liked the way I ran this office for him, and we organized a scheduled buyout.
Cool.
For that.
Hang right there. We're going to come back. We're going to start up with the, starting out, that how'd you do that financially and what have you, and how'd you negotiate that, but then also dive into growth and marketing. And for those of you watching the video, go to www.drtodaro.com, and that's DRTODARO.com. And he's right in Water Dam Plaza in the South Hills in the McMurray area. Come back for segment 2 with the doc.